Hey guys, it's Claudia, and welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. Today we are going to press some flowers. For supplies, you will need a sharp pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife or utility knife, some corrugated cardboard, and this is the kind of cardboard that packages come in. It's nice and sturdy. You are also going to need a ruler, a pencil, some plain computer paper, some heavy books. The optional is to include a couple of rubber bands, and lastly you will need fresh flowers or leaves. You can press all kinds of different types of flowers and grasses. Eucalyptus presses really well and also smells really great. So for your flowers, you can get some flowers from outside or garden, or if your neighbor has a garden, you can ask them. Just don't take any from people's homes. I picked these up off the floor. It's leave no trace. Or you can buy some from the grocery store, just like these. So the first step you are going to do is to cut your paper to size. You want your paper and cardboard to end up being the same size. So I'm simply cutting my 8x11 computer paper in half to be 8 by 5.5. Using a sheet as a template, I am going to cut my cardboard to the same size. And I need 2 pieces of cardboard to start off with. So here I'm just marking it with my pencil, taking my X-Acto knife and cutting it. If you're using a knife, I highly suggest you put a cutting mat underneath or another piece of cardboard so that way you don't cut through to your tabletop. And remember, you need 2 pieces. So now that I have one cut to size, I am going to cut the other simply by using the cardboard as a template. And there are my 2 pieces. And each piece of cardboard needs 2 pieces of the same size of paper. So that means I need to cut one more sheet of computer paper in half for the other cardboard. And you can always use your ruler as a guide when you're using a knife. And that way you don't have to draw out the line beforehand. So now that your cardboard and paper is prepped, you can begin cutting your flowers and removing them from the stems and cutting away any excess foliage, such as leaves and the little baby flowers that maybe haven't bloomed yet. I am just picking ones that are much thinner. I don't want to do the big ones. So for these small yellow ones, I am cutting them off the stem so they'll lay flat. For these orange ones, I am just cutting them off the main stem, and I'm leaving some of the leaves on because I think that they're really pretty. And they're thin, just like the flower petals are, so they should be able to press very nicely along with the flower. If the leaves are too thick or much thicker than the flower itself, it's not going to press very well. So now that you have all your flowers cut, you are going to place the flowers on one of the sheets of paper or one of the sections of paper. Some of the petals might fall off, and that's okay. When you're placing your flowers, you want to be sure that they do not touch, because how you lay your flowers is how they are going to dry. If they touch, they will dry like that, and they will be stuck together. So now that I have my flowers where I want them, I'm going to flip that other piece of cardboard and paper over to sandwich my flowers in between both sections. So basically you have a layer of flowers. So you have your cardboard, your paper, your flowers, and then your paper and your cardboard. And I put 2 pieces of computer paper because it's going to help absorb some excess moisture. If you only had 1 piece of paper, it would take a lot longer for the flowers to dry out. So 2 pieces is a good way to go. You could do 3 if you wanted. If you didn't have computer paper, you could also use shove several sheets of newspaper. Now I wanted to add another layer on top of this. You can add up to 5 or 6 layers on top of your base layer. So I'm just cutting out another piece of cardboard to size. And I'm cutting more paper as well. Typically, flower presses use a special kind of paper called blotting paper. You could also purchase that online. Now I'm going to add more flowers on top. Remember to space out your flowers so when the petals spread because of the pressure, they don't touch each other, and also that they don't stick out from the edge. You want to give them some space. And then once I have my flowers just like I want them, I'm going to add 2 more pieces of paper, and then I'm going to put my cardboard on top. Now this is a little hack for you guys. You don't have to do this, it's totally optional, but with rubber bands, I'm just going to hold these pieces together. I don't want them to move around. So you just simply put a rubber band on each end, and it just keeps it all from falling apart. Now you want to stack your layered flowers under some very heavy books. So I'm just going to lift these up and place my layers of cardboard underneath and then put them on, and those should be ready in about a week. For the thicker flowers, definitely a month. Like a rose would take about a month to dry, but daisies about a week to dry. If you take them out too soon, they will be all wrinkled, and they will probably tear when you take them off the paper. So if you didn't want to go into all of that, a very simple way to press flowers is to simply put them directly inside of a heavy book, just like I've done here. Just put fresh flowers in, remember to space them out, and close the book, and then leave the book there, and they should be ready. You can also add little notes like the date or the type of flower or where you found the flower onto the paper with a pencil, and that way you have a little note for yourself whenever you open your flower pressings, and you can remember where it was you found that one or how long it's been in that book. Well, thanks so much guys for hanging out on another Workshop Wednesday. Make sure to share with us your flower pressing, and visit us online at theimassonline.org for more videos and to support us. Have a great day. I'll see you later.